Hey everybody, welcome back to the comment section. It is here. It is championship weekend. Poker guy, how we doing out there?
I am good, brother. Let's just get right into it. Let's do it.
Let's get into it. Let's start with broken hearts. I've got a broken heart, and Drew Brees, you broke it last week. I guess essentially Alshon Jeffrey broke it, and it probably prevented Drew Brees from breaking it because I don't know why the Eagles were in such a hurry there at the end. They shouldn't even run that play. Doug Peterson, part of that's on you. So for those that didn't see the game, Bad Nick showed up. Always very sad.
200 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
2 interceptions and 2 not good interceptions as well. I think Marcus Williams got him twice, if I remember correctly.
The first one was just a good read on the quarterback. The second one was a terrible throw.
Yeah, they went up 14-0, so the Eagles get up early in that one. I am feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Plus, I had Eagles plus 8. So there's a bit that missed kick there at the end by New Orleans was double huge for me because if that pushes them to 9, there's always a chance the Eagles can still score something, cover the spread, but them being down 6 at that point, you got to figure as they're driving, this is a lock. And thankfully, New Orleans didn't score afterward, after they gained possession. You know, because like I said, that second interception, not Nick's fault. If we're going to point fingers, we get 2 fingers to point. One at Doug Peterson. They shouldn't have been running that play. That play never should have got ran. They should just went to the 2-minute warning, got a strategy together because they were blasting in the end zone. They were going to leave Brees too much time. No matter what happens, they're down 6. To get the extra point, they're up 1. If they go for 2 for some stupid reason, which you'd never do that, but they're only up 2. So at that point, you got to drain as much clock off of there as possible, and they shouldn't have ran that play.
Yeah, they were in too much of a rush almost. They were getting almost like cold feet, or happy feet, I guess, is what they had. But they lost by 6, so the Eagles did cover. So you didn't lose all your Bitcoins. So that's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing. And, it softens the blow. And, I mean, I wish it would have been a little – I could have done with 2 more Foles touchdowns, and it would have felt better to me. It would have made it easier. Sucks when the best version of him doesn't show up. I will say this, though. The internet was ablaze with talk of Carson Wentz's acne. And have you seen that? Have you heard about that?
It's pretty gnarled. It's pretty, what's that shit you can take that like barbecues your liver that all the kids take nowadays? Accutane?
Accutane? Yeah, he needs to get out. That
he
makes you
needs some
sensitive.
Accutane.
It makes you sensitive to the sunlight, though.
Oh,
I never took Accutane. I never got to that point. I did at one point have some sort of medicinal cream that I rubbed on my face, and it stained all of my bed sheets that touched it. I don't know what it was. I can't imagine. It's probably something that's still on the market, but I never had to take Accutane too.
Crazy shit. I never had to take it. I was with or without acne. I'm fuck ugly, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Mattered.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
never mattered.
I'm cool walking around looking like Edward James Olmos the rest of my life. Like I don't fucking have a problem with that.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. The worst though is when you're talking to somebody and they've got like one of those like whiteheads, but it's not just a whitehead. It's like a whitehead, but it's like underneath you can see like the red orb. It's like a Sauron's eye, like looking at you. So you're engaged in a conversation. You can't even concentrate on what they're saying because the whole time you're just like, let me pop that shit, let me get my finger on it, just like put a little pressure.
I want to go Dr. Pimple Popper on you.
Yeah.
For me, that's a fascinating show.
It's a great show.
Does crazy things. They're disgusting things that, it's kind of like pornography, like things that you would see on the screen, but you would not want to enter, your living room. You don't want
I always wonder how they smell. You know what I mean? Like the smell. Because sometimes she'll do some shit. Like she had this one thing where she like cauterizes people's noses. Like I guess like how you could turn like 90 and you have like a big old fucking huge nose, and it's like just huge.
Okay.
you know. And what she'll do is she'll go in with like a heated, almost like a soldering iron, and she'll solder all the extra skin off and almost like sculpt the nose.
She's
And
just
it's almost like she's
barbecuing their noses.
barbecuing these people's faces, bro. Barbecuing. The only thing that's missing is fucking some barbecue sauce. And she's just going in and just chipping away at these people's fucking heads. It's crazy. I'll send you a link later.
Okay, I'll check that
Well,
out.
let's get back into sports, man. Let's get back into sports.
Let's get back to the football games. So I was left heartbroken after that, and my heart could not take it. It was terrible.
That's why we didn't do a pod last week, is because you went on an Excedrin PM binge.
I went on
and
an
you just-
Excedrin PM binge. I definitely went on a binge that left me in an unpotable state. So that's the way it goes. You get upset when Nick loses. It's the end of it. It's the end of it. I feel like they're setting things up for him in Jacksonville. I'm gonna be on that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Foles to Jacksonville. Philly, just let him go. Set him
Yeah,
free,
they will.
man.
They
Set
will.
him free, and if he comes back to you, it was meant to be. Yeah, that's
Well,
what
there's
I'm
a lot of
saying.
people that want him. A lot of people are clamoring for him. People in general are actually really impressed by Nick Foles' performance. So he'll find a landing spot. I know with Case Keenum's contract, he's not going to be on the Broncos, but he could land in a variety of places. We talked about it all year. Dolphins, Jaguars, help me out here. Raiders,
Washington is they need somebody.
Washington. Yeah.
But I don't know if they can afford to pay him and Alex Smith. They might have to bring Rex Grossman back off the couch there in Washington to get a few more reps. What's Jake Cutler
Good old
doing?
Rex Grossman.
He's still retired. Jake Cutler's still retired. Let's see that
Well,
again.
Alex Smith is done, right? I thought they're saying he's never going to play another game of football ever again.
I don't know. I don't know what this story is there. I haven't been following that. But what I'm wondering is, are we finally at the end of, is Tony Romo coming out of the booth? Takes.
Why?
I think that's it, right? Like, there's not going to, no one's saying that Troy Aikman is coming out of the booth anymore.
I see what you're
Like,
saying.
that Tony Romo's going to, halfway through the year, if Dak Prescott got hurt, that he'd put down the microphone and then throw on number 9 and go for it.
His
right?
job is so cush. It's like all you got to do is show up every Saturday, maybe drink a couple brews, kind of hang out a little bit, grope some people, and just sit in the booth and get paid. That's the job, dude. You don't have to, answer to anybody. Who's this guy? Not Al Michaels. Who's the other fucking guy that he
Collinsworth?
No. That Romo does it with. Romo's got his
Jim
partner in crime.
Nance. Jim Nance.
Jim Nance loves him, man. He loves Romo. So I think that conversation, we can put that to rest. I think Tony Romo's going to stay in the booth for the foreseeable future.
I mean, I think he's getting paid good money. He's getting paid,
Of course.
I would assume,
Of
millions
course.
of dollars. And like that, even if he's making, I don't know what he's making, $2 million a year, I'll be conservative. I feel like that's conservative.
I feel like that's conservative.
That's very conservative, but whatever. If you're making $2 million a year, that's better than making $5 million a year getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, you got to
Playing
like
football.
work, breaking your clavicle and shit. You know?
I mean, you have no one falling on you. All you do, you just, like you said, you watch some all 22 during the week while you're sitting around your fucking mansion that you bought with all your playing days money. And
Yeah.
you're just paying all the taxes, sitting around with Jim Nance and getting your fuck around money. Like,
Yeah, totally.
Why would you want to bring the stress upon yourself? of
Totally.
Getting back into it. Not me. No way.
No way.
Not do that.
What'd you do, Tony? Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I rented a yacht. There's a bunch of strippers there, and I smoked a bunch of pot, did some drugs, and then I
Played
came
golf.
to work, played golf.
Did some DMT, met the aliens. Fucking hung out with Joe Rogan for a while.
I was gonna say, spent some time with Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo.
Did his pod, and then boom. Now I'm here calling the game with you, Jim. It's been a wild week. It's been a wild.
Right. And as soon as I leave, I'm hopping on a plane. I'm going back to Cali, and I'm gonna get my Brazilian jiu-jitsu training back on because I'm competing in some BJJ.
because I just do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, he just do whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's when John Gruden, when he went to coach, like I was surprised that they paid. Well, I guess at the end of the day, I'm not surprised.
I mean, $100 million, $100 million. Like,
yeah,
if Gruden's like
a lot of money.
50 something, it's probably like 50 something. Like that's it for him. He coaches that out, and he's making a lot of that money in California, which is not good for him. But I'm serious. It's like, so if you're in that top, people are all up in arms about this, the taxes and everything. But in California, their state income tax is 13%.
Yeah,
So
but he's
if you're
only
a
in
top
California.
earner, your federal's 39, your state is 13. You're already at 52, and then
So you only made $50 million.
so yeah. But no, he makes a different amount of money. I think when they play like in Texas. So when you're a sports player, like you got to have a good accountant because your taxes are hard to do. Because whenever you play a football game in the state of Texas, you don't have to pay state income tax on that because you made that money in Texas, technically.
I don't know if that's the same way for coaches, though. I don't know if that's.
I don't know if it is or not. So I guess if you're.
What about when they move to Las Vegas?
I mean, that's going to be way less. I mean, you got to think about that for John. I mean, I don't know if they might be one of those no state income tax places.
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those developmental countries or developmental states. You think if I send him an email, he'll get back to me? Hey, John, let me get like $100K. Just
I don't think that he would. Why would he do that?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Seems like
I'd tell you to fuck off.
Tell me to fuck off too. Fuck off.
Yeah. Like, you fucking kidding me?
You little Mexican. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. What kind of Asian are you? I'm not Asian. Puerto Rico.
Are you
You're not Puerto
from you ever seen that movie Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay?
I've seen probably all of
The second one. It's a second.
The Harold. Okay, so I've seen most of the Harold and Kumars.
There's a scene with, I think the guy's name is Rob Corddry. It's like the bald guy, and he's going in and he's looking at Harold and Kumar, and he's like, "What's wrong with that guy? Is he handicapped or something? What's wrong with his eyes? Is he handicapped or something? Because he's Asian. It's a good one. It's super racist, super fucked up, but it's a good one. Definitely.
Oh man, Rob Corddry pushing the envelope. So let's go ahead. Let's let the morning wash over us. Let's put that in the past. Let's move on. It's 2019. We're gonna attack this year. It's gonna be a big year for us. Who's it gonna be a big year for? Of the four remaining teams, we're gonna discuss that. We got Kansas City hosting New England. They are 3-point favorites at Arrowhead. Let's see here. Pull that up real quick.
I'm pulling that up real quick. Here.
Pull that up real quick. We're pulling that up. All right, over under is 50. The over under is 55.5. I just like the over. I for everything about that.
You gotta go. That's an over bet. That's a clutch over bet for sure.
Yeah, I mean you're not having any fun betting the under. It's impossible to have fun betting the under. That's 28-28. I get it. It's going to be cold. I mean, that always worries me. That's what kept me from betting on the Chiefs game. They did not hit the over last week. I think it was 41-14. But they did not hit the over because of that snow.
But Indy didn't play their part. I mean, in Kansas City, they still were able to put up like 28, 30 points.
Yeah. So, I mean, so
this week we have New England.
And the Pats fucking scored at will last week as well. So both those offenses are humming. If I'm on anything there, I'm definitely on the over.
Well, we got to congratulate Andy Reid for winning a playoff game. You got to. I don't know. Nobody's talking about that.
Andy.
But congratulations, Andy.
Congratulations. Give it up to Andy. Woo! Yeah, way to go, Andy. Yeah. It's got to feel good. Hell good.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Trump McDonald's thing later, but there was a meme out there related to Andy Reid and how he would feel after a playoff win versus how he would feel walking into a room like that. Both very similar feelings.
That's good because he's chubby. You
He
know,
would definitely enjoy both of those things. But that
you
was
think he
good.
would?
They looked
Sorry, go
good.
ahead. Go ahead.
They looked
Chiefs
good.
looked killer. Pats looked amazing. Both those teams. I want to say the Pats game was over by like the first quarters. By the end of the first half. I don't remember how the Kansas City Chiefs game went, but
All right, so let's get into it. We're coming after that line. Betting experts, we're gonna break this game down, and this is
right.
this is our unresearched. What do you know? What do you actually fucking know about these teams, or are you full of it? Best way to do it, we're gonna line them up, squad to squad, kind of position group by position group. Who's got the advantage? The end will tally it up. We'll be like, all right, this team's gonna fucking win it. All right,
So we're gonna go down just to confirm it. We're gonna go down and talk about like specifics, right? Head coach, quarterback, running back, O line, receiving core, D line, linebackers, and the secondary. And then we're
So-
gonna see how stupid we really are.
So yeah, and each person is you're gonna take the lead on a different one. All right,
Okay,
so
we'll just alternate.
we'll alternate, and I'll let you lead off.
All right, let's
I want to
start-
hear your take, and then I'll give you my take.
Well, let's do
Quarterbacks,
head coach
Kansas-
first. We're doing quarterback or head coach?
We're doing
'Cause the first we got-
quarterbacks. We'll do head coach
All right.
last. All right.
Okay. All right.
So quarterbacks here, Kansas City versus New England.
All right.
All right, we're just gonna do this game right now.
I'm going TB12 for this one. I think he had a killer showing on this last. I think it was Saturday. He absolutely fucked the Chargers in the mouth.
Right in the mouth. Pow, right to the kisser.
Power right to the kisser. It was over by the end of the first half, and remember this guy's like 40. You know what I mean? He's almost gonna be like 42 next year or something. This dude is old as dirt.
He's like that old ass dude from World Star who's dating that 27-year-old.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Tune in next week and we'll talk about
tune
the
in.
old guy who's dating like a 30-year-old chick. It's fucked up.
Tune into the back end of this.
I don't know what Tom Brady does. I don't know if he drinks blood of children. I don't know what he does or like prays to Cthulhu, but he's timeless. And I think out of the two quarterbacks, you probably are going to want to have Tom Brady.
Yeah, you want to have Tom Brady. I saw a picture the other day, and I forget that Giselle Bundchen, his wife, I remembered it because I used to think that we used to live near East Rutherford, and I thought of going to the stadium and taunting him. Not because I don't like him. I like Tom Brady. I just, it just seemed like it would be fun to do. And one of the taunts was going to be about how Leonardo DiCaprio had fucked his wife.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And then it's basically going to be like, I think it was, what was it? Oh, the only thing that Leonardo DiCaprio's better at than acting is fucking. Something like that. Very subtle. Nothing subtle.
I'm always a fan of a good taunt, of a real good taunt. There seems, Kevin Durant seems to be the guy that doesn't seem to like taunting. He, for whatever reason, he's just like a total bitch about it. Like if you talk about him or his shoes or his stupid whatever, his like eyebrows, like he gets mad,
Gets super mad.
Yeah, he got caught a couple of months ago, like saying something about watch the fucking game to a bunch of people. I don't know.
He likes coming back at people. I've got no problem with people coming back at him. They should. They should go back and forth. Like that should. Kevin Durant should be yelling at that guy, and then that guy should just be yelling at Kevin Durant some more. Like that's good shit. Like that's good stuff.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be penalized for getting, jumping into the stands and punching people. You know what I mean? It's like if you're gonna talk shit, you need to be willing to get hit by
back it up.
Right. And no cheating, you can't have like a knife. It's like if Kevin Durant's
every NBA player,
in,
you get 5 fouls per game. You should get 1 going up into the stands per year if you want to use it. But then
you have like the one guy who's like Kendrick Perkins, and he's nobody ever says anything to Kendrick Perkins, 'cause he's scary.
What's up, Kendrick? Good to see you, man. Good to have you guys in town.
Yo, dog, your hairline's looking sick, brah. Looking fucking
good.
sick. Don't kill me.
Thick, bro. Your hair is thick.
Don't murder me. Please.
Don't murder me. So somehow we got to talking about Kendrick Perkins' hair. But when it comes to the quarterback advantage, you're with Tommy, and you're
I'm
with
TB12,
New England.
man.
You're with
You
TB12.
have to. Yeah.
You're with TB12.
I like Pat Mahomes though, but that's why we're talking about the AFC Championship game, and that's because Patrick Mahomes is amazing too. I'm not saying he's not amazing.
I got a soft spot in my heart. Pat used to sell me Holmes my weed. Used to sell me weed Mahomes. Used to
Weed
guy
Mahomes.
used to sell me weed. Back in college. Or wait, no, I think it was some guy that looked like him though, for sure. The thing is with Patty Mahomes, he's threw 50 fucking touchdowns, man. He threw for 5,000 yards.
He's great.
He did it. I like the Kansas City defense last week. I know we're not talking them. We're just talking straight up Pat Mahomes versus Tom Brady. If I got one drive to win it this year in the AFC Championship game, like here's the question you ask yourself ultimately is what if Tom Brady needs a touchdown with 2 minutes left, is he going to get it? Like if that's what it's going to take to win the game. I don't know.
I think he can. Yeah, I think
is
against the Kansas City
gonna
Chiefs,
get it. I feel like Mahomes is more likely to get it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's too young, man. I think he's just like.
I don't think the moment's too big for him. I think it's a literal.
Dude, I know he's not a rookie, but he's a rookie, man. Like he's young. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying that it's I'm not saying it's a passing of the torch because Tommy's got too much gas left in the tank for that to be the case. But I'm just saying it's going to be one of those moments where I think Mahomes plays well enough to be put not up on that Brady level because Brady's on a level all by himself, but put up on that level of I'm one of the dudes in the room. Like
I don't think anybody doubts that. I don't think anybody doubts his ability to play the game. I mean, he's amazing. Pat Mahomes, he's incredible.
So I'm on Mahomes.
How many? Let me ask you a question real quick. Talking about experience, and you think I know we kind of established that momentum is a big thing. How many game-winning drives has Kansas City actually? How many game-winning drives has Patrick Mahomes led for the win? I don't think that many, and that's really. I mean, I'll flip the question to you. That's really what we're talking here because this may be. We had that game
versus the Ravens where they had him 4th and 10, and he threw that ridiculous fucking pass down the field to Tyreek Hill.
I don't remember, but the thing is, they usually don't play from behind. You know what I mean? They'll get a Tyreek Hill, like a Travis Kelce, just some. They'll be up 3 touchdowns, and then at that point, the game is over. Kind of like Alabama, kind of like a little Alabama inception moment here.
So you think Alabama is going to meet their Clemson in New England? But we're just talking quarterbacks. So you're on Brady.
Right.
I'm on Brady. All right, tiebreaker. We go to you, the coin. We go to your ultimate wisdom. So the coin's on the home team. So the coin says that Kansas City gets a check mark right there.
Wow.
All right. So you're gonna
beat Indianapolis, coin A2 Brutus. Wow.
A2
Brutus. A2. All right.
A2. I thought he was gonna be flat unanimous everything against Kansas City.
Yeah, but you see this man, fucking Judas over here. All right. Yeah. So we talked about quarterback play. Let's talk about running back plays.
So running back plays, I'll go running backs. Okay. So I don't know who the new Kansas City running backs are, but they're pretty good. I think one guy's name is Jackson, but don't quote me on that. But the only Kansas City running back that I know for sure is, he's not really a Kansas City running back anymore, and he's not really sorry.
He's definitely not sorry.
He's definitely not fucking sorry.
Is he in the Pro Bowl though?
I don't know. Not in the Pro Bowl. Not in the Pro Bowl.
Oh my God. No. Okay, not in the Pro Bowl.
No. That's a shame.
What about New England running backs? Can you name New England running backs?
Yeah, so let's get to them. New England running backs. So they got James White out of the backfield. He's huge. 3rd down. Great catching the ball. Then they got Sony Michel out of Georgia, who's able to endure the grind of an SEC schedule. So he's still rocking and rolling late in the year.
He's good.
He looks good.
He's really good.
He looks real good. I think Burkhead is back on the field in some capacity. I think he's back there. Okay. So you add it all up. I mean, it's basically, do you like Sony Michel and James White versus whoever those two Kansas City running backs happen to be. So out of a default of not actually knowing the names of the Kansas City running backs, I have to choose for an advantage the New England Patriots.
Damian Williams and Spencer Ware, by the way. And Spencer Ware, he's been on the team for a minute, by the way, for the Kansas City running backs. And then there's some other dude. There's another couple guys on there, and I know one dude who used to be on the team is no longer on the team. You know, we don't really have to mention him by name.
No, he's not on the team. He's in count. He's not on the team. He's in the counseling.
Yeah.
So where you at on that? You like New England? You like Kansas City? Let's go. We gotta roll through.
I just
like
Kansas City overall. Their offense is just fantastic. I love the Kansas City offense.
Right, so you like those two running backs,
Damian Williams and Spencer Ware. Those two.
Coin on the away team. Coin, love you, brother. Stay with me. Offensive line units. Well, guess what, fucker? Now it's your turn to talk offensive line. All right, so talk offensive line. Tell me, if you can name me. I'm not gonna look.
I just know one. I know one. That's David Andrews, and he's the center for the Patriots, and that's it. I only know that because that's David Andrews. That's it. That's the only guy I can name. That's it.
So now that's my turn to try and name a lineman in this game. So there's Jeff Schwartz and Eric Fisher are the tackles for Kansas City. I know that.
Okay.
Cameron Irving from Florida State University. He may play for the Chiefs on the line.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's 3 out of 5 Chiefs linemen, if indeed he does play for them.
Yes, we don't even know if they're in there or not. You're just making shit up.
No. And then let's
Michael
see.
Jackson, Bobby Brown. He's the right tackle. He's
I
the
think they got somebody.
Shit up.
They got somebody named Cannon that plays for New England. He's like an extra guy.
That's right.
So I don't know if he's playing. And then they got somebody named, I think Brown is their tackle. So I think that's 60% on each of those lines.
Brown?
So that's pretty impressive on our part.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, on your part, it's good.
So I think if I like the offensive line play, New England's been really pushing people around the run game. So I'll give them the advantage there. I'll go New England with a check mark on the O-line.
I'll go New England just because Tom Brady is just says Tom Brady things, but don't put it past Kansas City. I mean, part of Patrick Mahomes' success is because they have a pretty decent O-line, and it's a shame we don't know them, but their O-line has been fantastic all year. So I'll take the New England Patriots though, because they had that TB12 connection. You know, they're also drinking children's blood.
They're drinking children's blood. They're very pliable. That's why they're in such great health late in the year. Let's talk receiving core, wide receivers, and tight ends. We're gonna group them together.
All right.
Your move. Wait.
No, this is
my
your move.
My move first off. All right. So
there's a white guy on the New England Patriots.
Man. What's the name of that white guy that plays for the Patriots? So we got Hogan and Edelman. We got a double white guy.
There used to be a guy, but then he loved drinking like syrup or whatever. Or is it lean? He's no longer on the team. He's on the rehab. There's that guy.
Oh yeah, and Josh Gordon, he's gone. Yeah, he's.
Dude, I can't believe he's on the. You know,
he's gonna be sitting wherever he's sitting, feeling like a fucking fool.
Dude, just play a playoff game. Just one. You know what I mean? Just one.
He would have had a playoff win. I mean, they would have won with him, if not more. So that's on him. I mean, that's just bad choices on his part.
Well, what's more important, playoff wins or NBA 2K? You know, what's more important?
NBA 2K. I mean, right? I mean, every day's the playoffs on 2K. That's all I'm saying. Every day's the playoffs when you're ranked.
That's good.
Every day's the playoffs. And I mean, you're cranking out 10 to 12 playoff games a day, I would imagine.
That's awesome. All right, so talk to me about Kansas City Chiefs wide receivers.
Oh, then we got Gronk as well. Gronk.
No. He's a tight end.
Yeah, no, we're putting tight end.
Oh, receiving core. Nice. Okay.
Okay. So Gronk.
Oh, this is an easy one.
They got Philip Dorsett on New England as well. And then Kansas City, obviously.
Cordell Patterson.
They got him. Good call. Good call.
And Cordell Patterson.
And then, obviously, for the wideouts for Kansas City, got Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, and then Chris Conley, and then some other people I don't know. Right? But Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, Gronk. Oh my God, it's so
Sammy
fucking-
Watkins. What about Sammy? Isn't Sammy Watkins?
Sammy
on the
Watkins.
Chiefs?
Yeah. All right, there you go. As much as it kills me, Gronk is not himself. He's crushing it in the run game. He's just crushing fools. But he can't
Yeah.
run like he
I love
used to.
that. I love
he
that.
can't run like he used to. So he's good at partying. He's good at crushing people in the run game. But he's not the receiving threat that he used to be. And unfortunately, that makes me have to give the check to Kansas City on the receiving core.
I agree. I think Kansas City is just younger and faster. I think Kansas City wide receivers and wideouts, they have the advantage here. But with that being said, don't shit on Gronk too much just yet, because he'll have that one playoff game where he like drop kicks a dude into the end zone, and I think this might be that game, because we're gonna at least see one Gronk touchdown this game.
There could
And there
definitely
will-
be some drop kicks.
Yeah. Or at least like some cool roundhouse, in the end zone, Gronk smash. Just one, you know what I mean? One for old time's sake. Just one. That's all I ask.
Just one. All right, let's move on in this game. Defensive
Fuck.
line, your
Fuck.
move, poker guy, your hand.
All right, my move.
Yeah, your move.
We're trying linebackers or just like the end, like
no,
linebackers.
defensive line, and or rush ends.
Isn't there like some Puerto Rican guy on
Okay.
the? I actually don't know. I know for a fact there's like Xavier Williams on the Kansas City
Fuck is
Chiefs.
Xavier Williams? I never heard of that guy.
Xavier Williams. He's the nose tackle. He'll come in and he's been good all year.
Okay,
But that's it. So don't. That's
All right.
it. That's all
Well,
I can
I know
do.
you got D Ford, and it's somebody
all right,
else.
I believe you.
Somebody, I don't know if it's still Tom Baha.
Yeah, there's Rosie O'Donnell. There's Condoleezza Rice. There's all kinds of people that are.
All
Dude, you
kinds
could be
of
making
people.
shit up.
And on New England side, you got some guy named Flowers, and they got that dude from
Oh yeah,
Texas.
that's right.
Both relatively anonymous units. If I got to give the advantage to somebody, though, I think I'm going to give it to the Chiefs.
I mean, the New England defense has been getting better. I will say that they've been playing much better than what they were at the beginning. Kansas City, I'm not a super big fan of their defense, so I'll give it to the Patriots.
So you got the Patriots, I got the Chiefs. The coin has the home team. The coin is
All right, now
unanimous.
you got to give me some linebackers here, man.
All right. Linebacking core, of course, for the Chiefs, we got a bunch of guys. I don't know who they are, not a single one. I don't know who a single Chiefs line. I'm just asking myself, does Derek Johnson still play for them? I think he hasn't played for them for probably about 3 years. So I'm not a big expert on Chiefs linebacker core. But of course, on New England side, not much of a bigger expert either. Let's see, what do we got? You got Van Noy. I always remember that guy. You got Van Noy, and you get some other linebackers in there. I couldn't tell you. Is Hightower playing?
What
for
about
them
Brandon?
still?
Is Brandon Spikes? Is Spikes still playing?
I think he's retired for like a decade,
Shit.
like
Oh,
5 to
God.
10 years, like somewhere in there. I think he last played for like with Teddy Bruschi, probably. Like fucking. So, no, I
What
think
about Leroy Jenkins? Is Leroy Jenkins still playing?
I don't think so. But
shit.
so yeah, I don't know very many of them on either side. But like you said, as a default, I think the Pats. I mean, they're a little bit slower, the linebacking core. So that's I always complain about that. I like speed. I like speed in my linebacking core, my fictional linebacking core. So I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'll go with the New England Patriots because I don't know shit.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Boom. All right, Coin finally agrees with you. That's interesting. So Pats win the LB category. Secondary. All right, your turn. Name.
All right. I just know the safety. I know is Eric Berry on the Chiefs, and
He's not even playing though. He's been on injured reserve all year, so he's not playing.
Look, I'm trying my hardest, bro. Okay,
I'm
I'm
just
sitting
saying,
here.
I'm just saying, he's not even
I am
playing.
fucking using what neurons I have left. I am trying.
You don't want that. All right.
Oh yeah, the
so-
Stephen A. Smith moment. Yeah.
So you got nothing on the Chiefs. Oh, you don't know.
I got
anything on
Eric
the
Berry. All right, I got
Chiefs.
Eric
He's not
Berry.
fucking playing. So
I'm
you
gonna
might-
drive that
you might
Eric
as
Berry
well
station
have-
wagon into the ground. I'm sticking to it, Eric Berry.
Okay, so you got Eric Berry. He's been hitting hard. Okay, so
He's been playing good. Had a great game last week, Eric Berry. He had a
Eric
great
Berry.
game last week.
All right.
Oh,
So the
shit.
only thing I would have to
Oh,
add.
Patrick Chung on the Patriots.
Boom.
He's the
Good
other
one.
safety.
All right.
There's another safety though on the Patriots. He's been there for a minute too. What the fuck is his
Yeah.
name?
McCourty. All right. There's two
Yeah,
McCourtys on there now.
yeah, McCourty.
So
McCourty.
they're both on there. Both the brothers are playing for them.
Oh yeah, because one's a corner, right? One's a corner on the
I think
Patriots.
one's a corner and one's a safety. I don't know. We don't. We obviously
we're
don't know. That's what we're proving right now. Is what we don't know. And let me think. I think there's a Fuller. I think one of the Fullers plays for Kansas City. So there we go. Those are the units that we're talking about. I like the McCourtys. I've always liked the McCourtys. That's probably not even their name. They're probably like the McCourtneys or something like that. So that tells you how in tune we are. I think it might be McCourtney, Devin, and somebody else. But anyhow,
Esteban,
I like the Pats secondary a little bit better. I'm giving them my check.
I was giving the Pats. I'll give it to the Pats because the Chiefs have just been terrible all year. I mean, they've just been horrendous. But didn't these teams play the beginning of the year? It wasn't it like some crazy over, like it was like 58 to like 60 or something.
They didn't get up there. I think it was in the 40s though, maybe 50 to 40 or 40 something to 40 something. It was a good game, back and forth. I remember Pat Mahomes scored late, but he left Brady too much time, and then Brady took care of the rest of it.
Will Patrick Mahomes make the same mistake again? Tune in this week.
Will he make it? I don't know.
Tune in this week and find out.
All right, let's talk special teams. All right, I'm going to name every special teams player I can for. All right, you got Tyreek Hill in the return game. Love that. I don't know I think Butker might be the kicker. And then you got Gostkowski. I don't know who the New England punter is. Holders and long snappers. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to omit your names from my brain as well. I don't know who the fuck you are. That's okay, though. You're not in it for the glory. You're in it for that sweet, sweet paycheck where you just got to snap the ball behind your legs and then run down.
You still get a ring, though. You still get a ring. So
Still get a ring, dude.
don't listen to Bobby. You still get a ring.
Still get a ring. I'm just saying that's a sweet gig. Like, it's a sweet gig. Like,
I remember when I was in college, I met. So our mascot is like Albert the alligator. He's like some stupid alligator with a hat on, and he like does the Dougie and shit. I actually met the mascot
the guy that does it.
Yeah, I met him, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, "You're the alligator?" I was like, "You fucking alligator, bro." And we got to talking, and we were having a good laugh or whatever. And I did not know, but he was rocking his championship ring. And I'm whoa, dude, you got a so I have like a picture somewhere in the vault somewhere. It's me rocking like the championship ring. Cool. I don't know, I forget where I was. Yeah, but yeah, everybody gets a ring, bro, even the fucking mascot. So there you go. So Holder, you will get a ring. Don't listen to Bobby.
You'll get a ring too. Special teams, I like Gostkowski, if that's his name, the New England kicker.
Esteban Gostkowski.
I got to give my check mark to them.
Yeah, I just think special teams, you just need fast dudes. You know what I mean? So I think Kansas City with Tyreek Hill, they're going to take advantage of that. As far as the kicker, though, Gostkowski, he's old as fuck. He's like 90. His pubes are silver. Vinatieri's
pubes are surely silver. I mean, he missed that fucking 23-yarder. That was terrible.
Oh, Vinatieri, yeah.
Yeah. He's questioning like Adam Vinatieri after he missed that kick looks like me looking in the mirror every morning. Like questioning
what happened? The fuck happened?
Like what happened? What happened to me? How did I get here? This moment in my life. Like
that's funny.
Is it gonna get better?
It's gonna get worse, Bobby. For you, it's getting worse. The best is the Sebastian Janikowski. Like he kicked a field goal and then just got like he just like got a cramp and like died.
Tore his fucking groin. He fucking brazed it and he's got a pulled Sebastian Janikowski groin.
If you ever want proof that stretching helps, just look at Sebastian Janikowski because that dude has never stretched in his life.
All he does is fucking stretching. No way. So this is
a list of people that don't do yoga. Sebastian Janikowski, number one. He does not do yoga.
Does not do yoga. We got Coin is up with the U. He's at Kansas City. It's 4-4. tiebreaker. Who's the better coach, Bill Belichick,
Hmm.
Andy Reid? Let's just get over this. We got to give that check to the Patriots. Love you, Andy Reid, but like, let's fucking be real about this. Let's not waste people's times talking about Bill Belichick versus Andy Reid. That's a done deal. So 5-4. We have assessed. We have very thoroughly vetted you, the potential.
We got some good ones. We got some good ones.
That the New England Patriots are the better football team here in this stadium. Put your money on the Pats +3. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's just the over. If you're gonna bet on anything, we're all fucking so dumb. Just bet on the over.
Just bet the over. Right. Just fucking
Just
bet the over. Just
After
bet
half an
it.
hour of listening to us, just bet the over. And,
Just bet the
you'll be
over.
fine.
All right, bet the over. All right, we gotta push through this next one quicker. Pace on this one, because this is a less interesting game to me, at least. I don't know
Well,
why.
you're just a little butthurt because Nick
Fuck the
Foles is
Saints.
in that.
Fuck that. I'll
Fuck
tell you
the
what.
Saints.
All these little bullshit handshakes that they had, they were pissing me off. Like every
Yeah.
time they would fucking tackle somebody for less than 6 yards, they were just like, they were doing like LeBron warm-up handshakes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
get it? Like, it's too much. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's like how the fucking USC band strikes up a tune every time they throw for a first down. If you are in that stadium, it's fucking, you can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
You can't take it anymore. So they just kept showing that, and obviously I'm rooting for the fucking Eagles, and it was pissing me off. I did not like that.
Yeah, can you just get like one guy to stick his hands in the other guy's helmet and just like poke somebody's eye? Just one guy, you know what I mean? Just one dude do a dead man check. That's it. Just one guy
Dead
real
man
quick.
check his ass, bro.
Dead man check him, get some animosity, get the crowd going. Let's go. They didn't do that. It was Gio Saints, very professional showing by the Saints fans. Very professional. By the way, did you see the guy rocking the Darth Maul face paint? Black and gold, like Darth Maul face paint. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, pretty sick. I mean, that guy, he got blackout drunk after that. Like, he wasn't blacked out before he got there, but he woke up with, 60% of his
He
face
woke
paint
up with all
gone.
exactly all that smeared
And,
from
like,
making out with some random stranger.
not knowing where the fuck he is. Like, that's one of the things I do not miss about all the binge drinking they used to do in college, is like occasionally just waking up somewhere and not knowing where the fuck you were.
Well, let's derail this real quick. Where's the craziest place that you've ever woken up after a night of debauchery?
Oh,
Or not even the craziest, just one where you look back and you're like, God, was I stupid?
probably probably either under a desk or like outside, something like that.
That's lame. It's lame.
Yeah. Nothing, just
Nothing crazy.
It's
Nothing
mostly
too
just like
crazy.
people's houses are like, where the fuck you wake up and you're like, where the fuck am I? Like, I have no
Yeah.
idea. And then most of the time you realize where you're at, like after a while.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one time where I woke up somewhere with my buddy. We went somewhere and then we both woke up and we're like, where are we? I was like, I fucking do not know. I was like, I do not know how we get here. That I do not know either, sir. I can't give you any of that information.
Nice.
Right. So that's not good. No one drove drunk. We all Ubered back in
No, of course.
fucking 2001.
Back in 2001 when Uber was at its prime, sure.
Yeah. It was peak. We were one of the beta test markets before you guys
Right.
really knew you could get the Uber on your fucking Motorola flip phone.
Motorola Razr was rocking the Uber back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, so
let's push
get into it.
these, 'cause I'm
Quarterbacks.
butthurt about the Saints. Let's
All right,
push
so I
through.
started quarterbacks first. You go this time. With quarterbacks.
All right, so I'll do quarterbacks. Please, Breeze, Goff, get the fuck out of here. Check mark, Saints.
Breeze. Yeah, Breeze.
Boom. That's the
All right, then we're
easiest one of
talking
the whole
running backs
thing.
here.
Let's
Right, we're on
go
the running backs.
Running backs.
You got Todd Gurley, and Todd Gurley's the best. I don't think there's any question about that. I know the Saints have Kamara and Ingram, Heisman winning trophy winner, whatever. I like both of those guys, but you're not better than Todd. You're not better than TG3. I'm sorry. And on top of that, Rams have C.J. Anderson, who's having a pretty breakout year.
He's fat as fuck, but he's getting it done, man.
He's so good.
He's in that Raymond Felton offseason program, but he's getting shit done, like inexplicably, same as Raymond does.
Who's the guy who used to be on Chargers and he was on the Panthers for a couple years?
Tolbert. The guy's name is Tolbert.
He's got the Tolbert body type. He's just a marble, So it's like 3rd and 1. Hey, get the fat guy, just get him out, and he just barrels through and just like runs over somebody. That's who C.J. Anderson is, and I love it, and I think it's perfect, absolutely perfect RB2. So I'm gonna give it to the Rams.
You check mark to the Rams. I got a check mark to the Rams as well. Offensive line. Ooh, let's see here. Andrew Whitworth plays for the Rams. He's their left tackle. That I do know. I don't know anybody else on the Rams line. But let's think about the Saints. They got Ramczyk. They got Andrews Pete as well. I only know him because he got called for about 8 penalties in that Eagles game. Apparently, he broke his thumb or something like that. They're
going to tape that shit.
He was fighting through something. They got to put a club on that thing and then just let him get out there. Like, just put a cast on it, club it up. Like, that's when you got a real weapon on the football field. You can
I love when they do that, dude. I love when they do that.
With your cast. But it's like, no, I got a pad over it, so everything's cool. I'm just saying it with a baseball bat with a pad on it. Like, it's fucked up. I love that shit.
I do love it too. It's just like a giant Q-tip. You're just whacking people and fucking knocking people over. But I don't know anybody on anybody's O-line, so I'm just gonna give it to the Saints because
I'm gonna give it to the Saints too because I think I knew 2 of their guys, so that means they're better. If I know them, they're better. That's the rule of the world.
All right, so wide receivers, I'm giving it to New Orleans. You got Michael Thomas, who's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Who are the other ones, though? I can't name any of the other ones.
Some Puerto Rican guy. I think Des Bryant's on there, maybe. I think Des Bryant's on there somewhere.
Des Bryant for moral support?
He's on the side. He's definitely helping him out, doing the Dougie and shit, like on the side.
Michael Thomas is definitely, Jackson 5. It's New Orleans 5. And it was like Michael Jackson and then everybody else.
Exactly.
And this is Michael Thomas. He's one of the other Jackson 5. So Michael Thomas and the rest of the Jackson 5 are the wideouts there. I don't even know who the tight end is.
That's good. Some Puerto Rican guy, I think.
So, and then when we talk about the Rams wide receivers, let me think here. They got Robert Woods. Who else they got?
Cooper Kupp. They got Cooper Kupp.
He's
Cooper
hurt.
Kupp caught that bomber at the beginning of the year, and he put up like nine touchdowns, like game 3 or some shit.
Yeah. And then
you got Brandon Cooks. You got Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Robert Woods, and Kupp. And then
Kupp's hurt though. He's out.
And they had who they fucking else they got? I don't know, dude. But either way, I'm giving it to New Orleans anyway.
You give it to Jackson 5. I'll give it to them as well.
Yeah. Because their Rams are all about their running backs anyways, you know what I mean? So as long as their running backs are rocking and rolling, they're going to have an offense. And that offense is essentially around TG3. So
for sure. So D-line, for me, it breaks down. One team has Aaron.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
One team has Aaron Donald. One team doesn't. Dominican been playing okay.
And Dominican Sue, Aaron Donald.
I'm going to go with the Rams when it comes to the D-line. They're going to get my
I'm going to go to the Rams just because Aaron Donald, like you say, and Dominican Sue. We're talking about earlier that we want a little bit of like a emotion. I think Ndamukong Suh is going to try to poke somebody's eyes out this coming game, so that'll be exciting. So I'll give that to the Rams as well, and then we're going to go to linebackers here.
All right, you're on linebackers.
Is Aqib Talib? He's a corner, right?
Yeah, he's secondary.
Okay, cool. I don't know anybody. Oh, I think Manti Te'o's on the Saints.
I think Manti Te'o may play for the Saints in some capacity too. That was the ace. Right. That was the ace up my sleeve in this. So I got to give it to all we know is Manti. I think we got to give it to the Saints. That's how it works.
Manti Te'o, he's had a rough couple years for obvious reasons. His girlfriend died, then came back to life.
And then actually
ended up being a guy.
Ended up being a dude named.
So he's been struggling. I'm surprised he hasn't Excedrin PM'd himself to for the good sleep. So Manti Te'o, we're gonna give you this one, buddy. So you're gonna take this one.
You're getting the check. Boom. That's big. That's a big thing to wear around your neck. All right, secondary. Secondary, obviously.
Aqib Talib. You gotta go.
Aqib Talib. It's like Rams secondary. Aqib Talib, and you've got Marcus Peters, who's talking a bunch of shit on Sean Payton. So he's fucking fired up. They're both troublemakers. I love that. I don't know who the safeties are. When it comes to the Saints secondary, I know they got two Lattimores. They got Marcus, and then I think somebody else. Or they got two Williamses, I'm pretty sure. Marcus Williams.
They got Marcus Williams.
And then some other Williams, and they got Lattimore, who I think Lattimore got both those fucking picks the other day. Fucking asshole. But anyhow, I know more people in the Saints secondary. So that means the Saints get to check. And I know Peters is fired up. I know Talib's fired up. I hope he snatches something from somebody, starts a fight. I love that shit. I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I wish Michael Crabtree fucking signed with the Saints somehow. Like, that would make my week.
That'd be
but
dope.
He didn't. I'm going to give it to the Saints. I think they're more complete.
I'll just give it to the Saints. I don't know anything about anything.
Doesn't know anything.
I just know that they did 2 interceptions out of one Nicholas Foles. And Nick Foles, I'm just doing the math here. Nick Foles is God. So if you intercept God, you're amazing. So Marshawn Lattimore is really, really good. So I'll give it to the Saints.
Do you become God, or did God just intend for you to intercept that? I mean, he must have had that intention, right?
Well, I don't know. So I don't know.
So if that happened, I mean, that's a conundrum right there. If that's the case, and Nick Foles threw.
So Nick Foles is the devil then?
He threw the game for the Eagles, no. I mean, so if Nick Foles actually was God, that means... So it'll be all right. Let's back this up real quick.
We got to do the math here. This is really important here. Yeah.
So if Nick Foles is actually God, that means what he did on Sunday was a crime here in the United States. I get that he operates at a level above that, but if we're going to take that, everything that happens is God's will. So he willed Alshon Jeffrey to not be able to catch that ball, and then allowed Marcus Lattimore to catch it, right?
Okay.
So that's manipulating the game from within. Like, did he have money on the Saints, but then they still couldn't cover? Like, is that... I don't know how that works. If he was trying to... I don't get it, but you can't be doing that. He would have to play a perfect game every time.
Well, then maybe he's not God,
That I don't like either. So there's a couple... There's a couple.
The math just isn't adding up.
I'll work through it. I'll work through the math on that. Let's keep this math going. All right, name me anybody on the special teams units for either team.
I know Taysom Hill returns the Saints kicks.
Okay.
And
he's on their special teams units, so he's a secret weapon in the game. Boom.
And that's about it. Don't ask me anybody about the Rams. The Rams are always changing things.
They got Greg DeLeg. That's all I know about them.
Okay, Greg Zerlander.
Yeah, Greg DeLeg. I don't know any of the other people. So it's basically Greg DeLeg versus Taysom Hill is what we're going with. Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would not bet against Taysom Hill. He fucking got that 4th down, which the Eagles should have seen coming like a mile away.
Taysom Hill's fast as fuck. He's fast. And you got Alvin Kamara too. Alvin Kamara he'll be on special teams too. He'll sometimes return the kicks too.
So we're both on the Saints. Let's talk head coach.
Yeah.
Peyton, Battle of the Shawns. Peyton versus McVay. One's got the ring. One's got the momentum.
Sick beard too.
Sick beard. Best beard in the game. Like, best groomed beard in the game.
Is he using
Kingsbury
Gillette?
Comes. He's got a finely tuned beard game as well.
Is he using Dollar Shave Club? Do you think? You think he's using Dollar Shave Club?
Probably not using Gillette after what they did. We'll get into that later. But
you're so toxic sometimes, bro.
Toxic. It's very toxic. I don't know.
I'm gonna take Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton has the experience. I think he's good enough to make those adjustments. I think he runs an offense excellently. Who's their D-line or their defensive coordinator? Wade Phillips.
It's Dennis Allen, I believe.
Dennis Allen. Wade Phillips is on the Rams, right?
Correct.
Oh shit! We should talk coordinators,
I was about to argue for Wade Phillips.
Yeah. I like Wade Phillips. I think he's a good coordinator.
I think so too. I think that was a good pickup by McVay. Yeah. And have good coordinators is part of being a good coach.
That's
I
actually a
don't
good
know.
one.
I don't
That's
know
actually
how much
good.
it contributed, but I love the move of bringing the cash and the trophy in. I just think that stuff's sweet.
You thought that was a power move, huh?
I don't know if it was a power move or if it was whatever, but I love big piles of cash and trophies. Right? Like, who doesn't love a big pile of cash?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that'd get
good.
me fucking fired up. Like, if I was thinking about dragging ass that day, that would, for any reason at all, that would get me moving. And they're
Did he
leaving
let
that
people
out there.
hold it? Did he let people like hold it and like run their hands through the wads
No,
of
it's
cash?
in a glass case. It's all
Oh,
in a
okay.
glass case, which I think they've got security on it.
I was
which
dude.
they
If
should.
I was gonna say they need some people guarding that cash, man.
Yeah, yeah.
If they're in
For
New Orleans,
Drew
bro.
Brees.
They're in
For
New
Drew.
Orleans and shit. Like some hurricane comes in, dude. A bunch of people are gonna break down the Superdome and just live in it and just where'd the cash go? I don't know. It's just gone. It's just
I don't
fucking
know,
all
but I
gone.
do have 40 for Papa John's, so order some Papa John's.
Papa
I don't
John's
know where
on
the
me.
cash is, but I do have a little bit of cash for Papa John's.
I got the sweet trophy thing. You can have the trophy, but the cash is gone. I don't know what happened to it.
So
Just
that's pretty conclusive. We really like the Saints, apparently. And I'll tell you
I
what,
think
that
the
dome
Saints-
was for fucking real last week, and I
Yeah,
think it only
yeah.
gets louder this week. It's gonna be loud as fuck in that dome. It's gonna be crazy, absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
I enjoy watching those games just because of the fan shots, the crowd fan shots. I really like dome games. So fucking loud.
They're
gonna
not
be
messing
good.
around, man. I don't know where's the Super Bowl at this year anyway.
You said in San Francisco, no?
That was like the national championship game.
Maybe in Texas? Is it going to be in Texas?
Super Bowl. Let me see what the fuck we got here.
Maybe in Houston?
Give me
or
Georgia.
some
So
shit?
it's gonna be in Atlanta.
I knew there was going to be a game in fucking Georgia.
Fuck, you know there's gonna be a ton of goddamn Saints fans.
It's gonna be
Like a
stacked.
ton, a crazy amount that swarm into Atlanta. You
Yeah.
got to be rooting hard if you are Atlanta that LA wins this thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, LA is not going to have any fans that come out for it. So it's all going to be all corporate people, and they'll probably be spending better money. Rather than, I saw this thing on the internet the other day of this guy. Have you ever been on a cruise? Like,
Not really. I haven't. I'm going to say no on that. No.
okay, I have not either. There are lots of people. So I grew up in the Midwest, and there are lots of people, particularly from the Midwest, that fucking love cruises. Because it's like, it appeals to like the middle-aged white person and everybody. Like that's what I feel like a cruise is meant for. So you
You gotta sit around and eat ice cream all day, pretty much.
yeah,
and
you
hang
just
out
get
with other white
fucking
people.
fat and
You just get
booze
fucked
it
up.
up. Yeah. And then go into port down in whatever Puerto Rico
To
or
Jamaica
wherever.
and hang out,
Yeah,
take some pictures with like the Rasta people.
get
and then back.
go parachuting, not get strapped in properly, almost fucking die, not
Forget the
chicken,
chicken
wing
wing.
properly by fucking risking. Like, just chicken wing that thing, bro.
Should have chicken winged it, brother. Should have chicken winged
Chicken
it.
wing that thing. You're better off. I get you made it. All right? I get you made it. Just saying for the fucking future, you're gonna be better off. Like you're not gonna last.
Next time
like
you go
that.
paragliding. Next time you go hang gliding.
Yeah,
forget to-
two pieces of advice. Number one, check that you're strapped in. That's number one. Number two, in the event that you're not, just chicken wing that. You can be better
Yeah,
off.
just chicken wing. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And when you get tired, you just fucking
You just
Get
chicken
over
wing. Switch it to the other chicken
switch
wing.
wings. Fly with the other wing, brother. Fly with the other wing. Fly with that other wing.
Oh shit.
So that puts me on the Saints at that point. If you live in that area, you're not rooting for that. But guess what?
Just based on
Yeah,
traffic
Saints.
too. Just on traffic. Imagine just having all those campers of those rowdy Saints people just clogging up 95 or whatever it is, I-75. Yes, like, it's gonna be a shit show. I hope they win. I hope it's Saints.
I do. That'll be better energy at the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
I would like. I mean, if you're talking having pure energy, it's got to be at Kansas City Saints matchup, right? Like people fucking stoked for a showdown.
Yeah.
For I mean, just an offensive explosion. And then two teams, I mean, Kansas City hasn't won. I don't think they've ever won one, correct? They were in one very early on. They got beat. I saw a picture of a Super Bowl 1 or 2, Len Dawson, the Kansas City quarterback. At halftime, he was drinking a Fresca and smoking a cigarette. Right?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Football 50 years ago. It's pretty fucking sweet. Wasn't there that one guy who was eating hot dogs during the game and got in trouble?
I don't know. I remember a couple of years ago there was the Chargers kicker. They were playing the Broncos, and he had to take a piss, and a bunch of guys just like held up their beach towels and like kind of like corralled him, created this like mini tent, and he just like pissed like on the just pissed out there. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Just onto the ground.
Just on the grass. Just, hey, I'll be here for another fucking 3 minutes. Let me just pee here real quick. Nobody come over here. Everybody stay the fuck away from this quarter.
That's ridiculous. You can't just fucking piss on the ground. Is that Hannah's proud son made it to the NFL? Like fucking making dirty water everywhere?
Totally, dude.
Water everywhere?
It was just dirty water. Just pissed on the side, and I think Roger Goodell made a statement and like fined him or something. At which point everybody booed, boo, and then everybody just kind of went on with their lives.
It's like you don't think it's the feces and the urine. You don't think that's what it is? That's the cause of it. Well, I learned something today. I tell you what.
Well, that's news to me.
That's news to me. That my house. Yeah. You're coming at this from a different angle. That's what I like, a fresh approach. So that's good of you.
Hold on a second, sir. Let me just scrub the side of my shit bowl real quick because it's getting real sticky over. Let me just scrape that with my fingers here. All right, keep talking, sir. Keep talking. All right, so we're both on the Saints.
We're both on the Saints. Keep talking. We're done talking.
So we're done talking.
Yeah, we are done with this particular podcast. We are fired up. Here we go. A wonderful yet sad day coming.
Bittersweet.
Very bittersweet. Like, oh my God. It's
like that stupid song. Is a bittersweet symphony.
Or that Green Day one about having the time of your life.
Oh yeah, that's the song they play at prom.
That was like my high school's fucking like my high school years theme song. Yeah. I think that had just come.
That's
out.
Like when you got your first hand job, you got it to that song,
Yeah, or some Dave Matthews Band CD or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, man, I fucked to crash 72 times at this point.
Saxophone solo, bro. As soon as the saxophone hit it, dude, that's when I fucking came, bro. Right then and there. Yeah. Bloom.
Right, like, so, I start giving it to him at the end of fucking Trippin' Billy's. and then my move is like, I just slow it down a little bit during Lover Laydown. And then it's fucking come blasting time, crash into me. I'm crashing right into them. All right,
every time I hear that Snow Patrol song, I just my balls get so wet. They just get so wet just listening to Snow Patrol. It brings me back to the very first time that I figured some chick down by the bleachers. It brings me back.
Takes me back to that moment. Makes my nuts sweat.
Makes my balls so moist.
My balls are moist thinking about the weekend. Everybody, you have a good weekend. We'll see you back here on the back end of this as we get ready for Super Bowl. Hey, poker guy, what Super Bowl are we coming up on? Do you know the number?
It's like 54, right?
I think it's 53. Fucking fine.
Well, Google it real quick so I don't look like an asshole.
All right. We already look like assholes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, guys, everybody have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
See you next time.